Hey, what is up, wrestling friends and family? It's me, JB, and the best Chris in all of wrestling podcasts, Mr. Chris Dredd. And we are talking Crown Jewel. We are talking Cena AJ, Raw from this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I know, sounds weird. And a whole lot more. What's going on, bro?
Mate, some good wrestling going on. And I'm wearing this t-shirt for a reason, right? Because let's get straight into it, right? We have just witnessed on WWE TV one of the best matches for a long time.
Yeah.
And what do we got over here? Couple haters, right? I'm looking and seeing AEW fans shitting all over it. Like,
Well,
some prominent
what else?
ones on Twitter.
What else were they watching?
Yeah, of
Collision.
course. Yeah, but they're watching a really in shape Pac come back and get fucking beaten by Orange Cassidy by Pockets.
I mean, we will get to AEW and what's going on. I know they did some stuff at New York Comic Con and all that, and yeah, a fight broke out on stage, but nobody was in fear for their lives. And there's a dog barking in the room. What's that all about?
All right.
Yeah,
Was it Bron Breakker?
no, it was not. It sounded a bit more high pitched than Bron.
I was going to say it sounded a bit like Bron Breakker. Like
I'm going to do the tweak.
No, I'm going to do the.
Yeah. So why don't we start at the start at the beginning. It was Crown Jewel this weekend in Perth, Australia.
Was a friend of the show was there? Was she?
I have no idea. No idea, to be fair. I have I'm not sure. I don't think so. So. No.
Okay. We'll maybe have a chat. We'll see if she was there. Friend of the show.
And yeah, for a show that didn't offer so much, it was always going to be seen as a B-level kind of show. It delivered something unbelievably special.
I'll be honest with you though, I watching the whole show through. If you're there and you go, even watching it on, I was impressed with the whole show. I thought the whole show was good. I thought, we could break it down like match for match. The first match was Stephanie Vakir, Tiffy.
No, it was Roman and Bronson.
Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry. Bronson Reed and Roman.
Big Bronson Reed.
Good match, man. Good match.
Yeah. Sorry, I've got slight connection issues. Apologies.
Shall I continue?
You must continue.
So we have Big Bronson Reed versus the Tribal Chief. First match. Spoiler alert. So you had this situation brewing. We had a situation brewing where we had the Vision, going up against certain people. You had Seth Rollins, basically. They said it in the pre-show that Seth Rollins wouldn't be happy if Big Bronson Reed actually beat Roman. So there was a little bit of chatter on the pre-show about that. But
yeah,
I thought overall that was a good match. And if you're looking at it, Bronson Reed, it's believable that he'll beat the Tribal Chief. It's believable that he can beat Roman Reigns. He's a big boy. Do you know what I mean? He's at home. He's a unit, bruv. He's at home. Home field advantage. Ozilla. You know what I mean? So, it was believable that he could win. Good match, I thought. It was, it was fine. Second match, Tiffy versus Stephanie Vakir, one of my favourites.
Well, here's where the problem lies, because there's a guy who, a journalist. Let's do it. Let's do the thing. Yeah, well, I don't know. It wasn't okay. It not my favorite match. It didn't go well. Like, get the fuck out of here, you tired old prick. You know what? I'm sick of hearing him crying about anything that doesn't have AEW or New Japan involved in it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
His shtick is some of the most boring crap
Mm-hmm.
that we have to deal with as part of a wrestling community. I'm tired of it, man. So
Don't
tired of it.
the old sick and tired of always being sick and tired. What's her
Wow.
name? Fucking yeah. I'm fed up with him as well, mate, because he can't objectively watch anything anymore. It's tired. It's tiring to listen to the shit. Um, why can't he take the advice of the AEW gluckers and just enjoy wrestling, bro? Just enjoy wrestling, bro.
Because his fan base, and we use that term loosely,
Loose goose.
his fan base enjoys reading, and again, not sure if they can read.
Yeah.
They now enjoy hearing that shtick, that whole, WWE bad, AEW amazing, wonderful, best thing ever. That's what they pay for now. That's what they pay for. They pay for unobjective garbage that he spews out on a weekly, daily basis to tell the minute amount of fans that he has left. WWE, no good. Crown Jewel, terrible. Women's wrestling in the WWE, terrible. But, my God, Marina Shafir, what a talent.
Bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and yeah, sorry, yeah.
You're forgetting the
dance,
gal, innit? Yeah, obviously.
I've got you doing the dance. Like, it's
Yeah,
all right.
do the dance. Do the dance for your gal. You know what I mean? Do the music. Like you've got right. It winds me up. You've got Stephanie Vakir, one of the best women's wrestlers right now in the world. Okay.
Well, I think WWE has a bit of a monopoly on the best women's wrestlers in the world.
They absolutely do. They absolutely do. Even people talk shit about Tiffy. Tiffy can work. She's had some real good fucking matches, mate. She's, Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair was a phenomenal match. The one just gone where Tiffy lost her teeth. Yeah.
Yeah.
WrestleMania was it? Yeah. Great match. Stephanie Vakir just has banger after banger after banger after banger. Do you know what I mean? Like Stephanie Vakir is the woman right now. I would say. You've got. There was a time when AEW fans and Dave would have fucking they were saying she was going to be
big. Going to be big. Yeah.
She's going to be big. She was going to be a permanent in AEW, and she went there. She had one match or whatever, two matches, maybe just one. And she's probably thought, nah, mate, I'm not on this, bruv. Like she's a veteran already. She's been Japan, she's been Mexico, she's been South America, Puerto Rico. She's done that, bruv. Stephanie Vakir is a veteran of the wrestling business, and she's gone to AEW and she's thought, this ain't for me. And she's signed on the dotted line for trips.
You think she took one look at that locker room and that setup and was like,
bro, yes, mate. She I'm gonna fucking she's had Thunder Rosa in there cooking in her underwear. She's had Nyla Rose there, fucking overbearing. You've had all the thing with AEW women's wrestlers are they think they're better than they are. They think they're more than they are. There's probably 3 women's wrestlers in AEW that I would say are like real sort of top-notch, really good women's wrestlers, right? And that's 3 at a push, dude.
Go on.
Yeah. It's even a push to even give you 3. Seriously. Toni Storm, okay? Knows what she's doing. Good character work.
Brilliant character work. Yeah, I'll give you that.
You know, good character work. But she's been in WWE. One of them is it hasn't worked for over a year. Yeah, the next one. Yeah, DMD.
Dr.
Right?
Britt. I was going to bring up Dr. Britt Baker. Purely because, like, what is she doing? What's going on? Is she retired?
Exactly. Oh no. But Tony don't bench wrestlers.
No, he doesn't park him anyway. Doesn't bench him. No. That's what WWE does, according to another journalist who shall not be named. Like, they're all fucking Voldemorts at this point, aren't they?
Mate, you know, they all shall not be named.
Yeah.
So that's my sort of top two. And there's another smattering of, you know.
No, I think Athena's good. And
Athena's good, you know, but but again, where's she come from? Where did she put together?
I did. You remember I said this at what was the event we went to? Forbidden Door. We went to Forbidden Door. In case you forgot, check out the vlog that we did going to Forbidden Door. Persephone, but she's not AEW.
No.
Signed wrestler. No.
She's South American.
She's in CMLL.
CMLL. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's you know, it's difficult when, you know, and in WWE I can reel off, even in NXT I can reel off more well-rounded women's wrestlers than I can in AEW.
Same in TNA.
Same with TNA. There's more in NXT. You know, Jada Parker. You know, the little South American Doris who was on what's her name? Lola Vice. You know, Lola Vice. You know, there's fucking the current champion's really good as well. You know, Toxic
JC, yeah.
JCJ, you know, there's so many. I can't even get them off the top of my head. There's so many.
Sol Ruka, yeah, all good.
That's
shit,
NXT, bro. Yeah. That's not to mention even the WWE main roster. And for AEW to even think that they're even close, and for Dave,
well, they're not close, and it's no longer become a thing of who is better. I mean, sure, AEW can put on some fantastic matches, and we saw some in person. You know, Zack Sabre Jr. and Nigel McGuinness was brilliant. But again, you know, have New Japan just sold their soul by putting their main title on? They did it today. Takeshita. They've put the big title on him, and he's an AEW wrestler, right?
Yep.
So I don't know, man. Where were we? What were we talking about?
The AEW website is shit, by the way. I'm trying to look at the women's roster, and it's fucking.
Oh, don't worry about that website.
Terrible. Fuck Tony Khan.
Back onto Crown Jewel. Talking about
Tiffany Stratton versus Stephanie Vaquer.
Yeah.
Good match. Even though Dave shat on it or whatever, you know, it doesn't matter. It was a good match. Stephanie Vaquer, the only woman in history to win 4 titles in her first year.
It's big.
Right? It's big. You know?
And it's not just like, you know, going to indie feds and taking all their belts.
No. You know, the South Middle Eastern Southwestern Championship.
Hertfordshire, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild, bro.
The Hertfordshire Rec Centre.
Yeah.
Super middleweight. Yeah. All that
bro,
sort of stuff.
I tried to start a training camp. A wrestling training camp years ago.
Did she win the title for that as well?
Yeah, the 2YW Women's Championship.
I imagine she won it, yeah.
The Yin Yang Wrestling Association. That's what it was called. So the 2YW Women's Championship.
I genuinely hope someone comes and steals that idea off you now.
Mate, them days are gone, mate, for me. I mean, you know, I'd love to run a federation, but I haven't got enough money or patience to do it. Or enough, you know, cocaine to keep me going.
Well, no, because that only runs 2 feds, doesn't it?
Correct.
The GWF
Yeah.
and another one.
and another one.
Yeah.
And another one.
No, moving on from Tiffy and Stephanie, I think it's next, isn't it?
It's next.
Yeah, and there is a special graphic for it. Of course, there is, because it deserves its own like 40 minutes worth of chat.
Yeah,
I've
and you'll get it.
A match so nice. I watched it twice. I watched it again today.
So did I. So I watched it today,
God.
and then I watched it while I was eating my dinner.
Yeah, I was cooking dinner, and I thought, you know what? Whilst I'm cooking it, I'm going to watch this again because that match cooked as well.
It cooked, bro.
Yeah.
Nice segue. Nice.
Yeah.
I'll fucking see this guy.
And sweet Lord, what a match! And this is where we have to break it down a little bit. We have to, maybe get technical and, tell the world how we saw it. Because there's so much to take out of it. And it's not just, 2 indie guys, older indie guys, using everyone else's finishers to pop 20 people.
Yeah.
These are 2 guys who were not quite at the end. It's 2 icons that can still go if we can steal one from Shawn Michaels. And they used literally everything they could to beat each other. And actually had nothing on the line, no championships, but it felt like it could have.
Yeah. Well, it was bragging rights, wasn't it? It was the ultimate sort of, AJ Styles for me, and I've said this countless times on this show, countless times. AJ Styles for me is, like I say, probably my favorite wrestler of all time. He's not, he's not as famous or as popular as your Hulk Hogan's or your Ric Flairs or your Bret the Hitman Harts or whatever. But as a wrestler who can wrestle, who knows what he's doing in them ropes, there is none better in the modern age than AJ Styles. He, for me, is the phenomenal one. He is, the matches that I've seen that man have in TNA, mate, in the fucking glory days of TNA. That man there, Alan Jones, right? That guy, he had that company on his back, bro. Him, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, Sting, Kurt Angle, Big Papa Pump, Booker T. These guys, there's more, you know what I mean? But these guys, they carried TNA in a time where it genuinely was a competitor to WWE. It was, you could watch it and you would see matches like AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels versus Samoa Joe in like an ultimate
the unbreakable triple threat, yeah.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like those triple threats, man. Like the
Yeah.
Ultimate X matches they had with the ring where it had like the cross wire with the tie.
It was an odd match, I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, but do you know what I mean? The stuff that they were doing was like, it was wow. And AJ, mate, so one of the moves that he did was the Scorpion Death Drop, right? This match.
He did almost a Stinger splash beforehand. It was very close.
He did as well. Yes, he did. Because legitimately, those 2 had a proper rivalry in TNA, and they were both, even Stinger at that time was still able to go, man. Like he was still, those AJ Sting matches. My God, like, mate, if we could do a watch along of one of those, a proper man, and there's been some, like I say, AJ Styles versus Sting versus Kurt Angle, versus fucking Samoa Joe. Like, mate, there's so many. TNA was just cooking back then, dude. God, don't get me gassed. But AJ Styles, he's the man. He has always been the man, dude. Always.
So
People forget,
tell me about this match in particular.
dude, this match, right? If you're looking about legacies in the business, right? You talk about legacies. You talk about feuds that these guys have had with various people, including themselves, right? So they're meeting. The story of this match is like basically. So AJ was even wearing the gear, bro. He's even wearing the gear from the Sports Illustrated edition, right? Or the Wrestling Illustrated edition when he came in like 2016 or something, right? So there's a cover of John Cena and AJ Styles, and AJ's wearing the same gear in this match that he wore on that cover, right? Don't talk to me about long-term fucking storytelling in AEW. This is like, do you get what I'm saying?
I
Like,
don't know if this is long-term storytelling, purely because like this match, WWE had probably had very little thought to this match 2 months ago.
but again, they've been able to, because of how good AJ Styles and John Cena are, and how good the team is. Look what they've put on.
Yeah.
Look what they've literally pulled out of nothing. Right.
This match will define the Cena retirement era.
Oh,
This will be the one that people go back to.
It was by far the best match he's had in this retirement year. By far.
Well, yeah, that's
Without
I think
question.
that was quite easy to pick out.
Yeah, of course. There's no question about it. When you're like these guys who have had, and I like how they even brought people and moves into it from AJ Styles, people that don't even work for WWE.
Yeah,
that he's had feuds with.
What was it? The Angel Wings.
Angel Wings, yeah. That was Christopher Daniels, the Angel Wings, and also that other one where John Cena had him like he was going to give him the tombstone, and then AJ's lifted him up over and then dropped to his knees and done like the reverse tombstone.
That's like a dead eye, whatever, isn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't someone in AEW do that? It's the champ, isn't it?
Yeah. But someone has done it previously who AJ, like I say, this is...
The only thing missing, I think, was an angle slam.
Do you know what? It needed an angle slam. But
I don't think it needed anything. I think it was...
No, he done an angle slam.
Did he?
Yeah, because he had him like in the torture rack, and then
that was like a flying saucer type thing, a UFO.
Oh yeah, he did sort of spin him, didn't he? He did sort of spin him. Right here, I'll tell you what. Let's try and name as many of the fucking finishes that they did in this match.
Well, it started with the Miz, didn't it?
Miz, and then you had Sweet Chin Music.
You had Rusev.
You had the Angel Wings. You had the 619 attempt.
Yeah, I think that was on the fly as well.
It was. Do you know what it was?
Because it sounded very much like it was on the fly, and I think Cena might have realized, you know what, I'm not going to do this move.
Yeah. And halfway through, they've gone, "No, come back." But again, it was so good that these guys were probably calling some of this in the ring, the way that they were moving, but the transitions between moves, dude, that is wrestling. And again, it pains me when I hear AEW fans saying that WWE is sports entertainment, right, and not wrestling, right? Because what the fuck was that?
Well, if you've already seen our tweet about it, I did have to call. I had to send for the man himself because some of the takes, one in particular, was so bad. I had to call Bishop and say, you know what? I had to tag him in it and all caps his name.
You called his name 3 times,
awful.
like you're calling Candyman in the mirror, bro.
That's because I needed him.
The
take was so awful. They're calling it this bad nostalgia fest, and it was anything but.
Yeah,
it was nostalgia. It was in a way, but it was done. It was done perfectly, and I don't think you. I mean, people will say you'll see a better match. Of course, you will. But I don't think you're going to see a better match this year than that. It's a hot take, I guess.
Don't know, man. The one on Collision where Matey Boy tipped the other guy off the fucking corner pad.
Oh, talking about Josh Alexander and
Yeah,
Ibushi. Yeah, Ibushi breaking his leg
yeah,
off of that spot on a pre-taped show, and AEW continued to show it, and just thought, you know what, this is worth showing.
yeah.
And if we can segue for a second,
Mm-hmm.
how hard is it with a canned show to edit that part out and just have a voiceover or some other sort of VT saying Josh Alexander and Ibushi had this match. It didn't go well. Ibushi ended up breaking his leg. We're not going to show the match. You know, we're going to take you to an update on Ibushi, blah, blah, blah. That's all you had to do.
Yeah,
But instead, they just thought, no, fuck it. This match is all right.
yeah.
Perennial AEW jobber Josh Alexander, who has had a real career nosedive. I don't care what anyone says.
No, he has.
He's working with Don Fallis, Don the Tony the Toucher himself.
Yeah. Come on,
And
gang.
yeah.
Group hog.
And he's just, his complete nosedive. Did he have any prospects in NXT? Maybe.
Yeah.
You only had to look at Ethan bloody Page.
Yeah.
And see what prospects he might have had. But instead, he took the AEW route. And what's he doing? Same with, the likes of Speedball Mike Bailey. What's he doing in AEW? Not a lot. I mean, again, not my favorite wrestler, but I know he's a lot of other people's favorite wrestler. It's where good characters go to kill their careers. Yeah, I didn't want to say go to die because they're not dying, but their careers are dying, and they're dying painfully until their contracts run out and they get a spot on NXT. And not everyone can get a spot on NXT. NXT is not, endless.
Can I interject?
You can.
We had the Walls of Jericho.
Is his contract up?
Yes.
Oh boy, here we go. Now, if we're being honest, we're two people who have not been the biggest fans of Jericho's work towards the end in AEW.
Correct. But
some of the stuff.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that at one point we weren't Jerichoholics. Because we were. I own a lot of wrestling figures, and the figures that I own the most of is probably Chris Jericho.
So the Jericho thing, he started very strongly in AEW, did some really good stuff, especially with the it was the Inner Circle, wasn't it? And
yeah, the Inner Circle, yeah.
Good stuff. And then we got to this bit with the learning tree and all of that, and my God, it was bad.
Yeah.
Hi gang, that crap. Yeah. It stifled Big Bill, but AEW is doing that themselves as well.
How can you stifle the man?
Yeah?
The man, Big Bill.
A man who's never been more over than when he is in the UK.
Oh, mate, honestly, dude. It is... Oh, man, you can't teach that, dude. You cannot teach that. I still wait for the day when they can both be in WWE and do that entrance, dude.
It's not happening.
Dude, don't you fucking say that, man. Let me keep my dreams, goddammit.
You keep your dreams, yeah, but I don't think it's happening. So where were we? Cena AJ. Yeah, it was almost like, a wrestling's love letter to the past. Lots of, choke slams and tombstones and walls of Jerichos, RKOs.
Yep.
Even a punt attempt.
Yeah,
everything about it was just brilliant. And for wrestling fans, I kind of get it. I kind of get, why some people didn't like it. It's because that's what they're programmed to hate the most: fun, enjoyment.
Thing is though, it was fun, right? But it was wrestling, dude. It wasn't just.
And we haven't even got to the Wyatt spot.
No, mate, we haven't. It wasn't just ha. It wasn't ha, right? No. It was two true greats of this business, right? In their twilight of their career, going all out That was John Cena's last wrestling match on foreign soil.
Yeah.
Put that into perspective.
Yeah. For me, and this is no one else has to look at it this way. It's two guys who are at a point now where they're a little bit past it. Not all the way past it. Just they're starting to slow it down, very much so.
Yeah.
Two guys who very evenly matched, obviously. And they started to use what they'd learned. Things that had worked against them over the years.
Yes.
Except for maybe Sweet Chin Music. I don't think AJ and Michaels ever hooked it up, which is a damn shame.
Oh, mate, yeah, absolutely.
Can you imagine that version of Michaels where like he takes on Jericho at WrestleMania 19? That version and AJ Styles.
Oh my god.
I'm just blowing your mind here.
I just bust my nuts, mate. I don't know about blowing my mind.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's two guys that did that. They used everything they knew, everything they could remember that got the better of them or their opponent to, keep trying to win. And it was about the victory. There was, like I said, no titles on the line, no stipulations. It was just two guys who were at their best a few years ago, using everything they knew and learned. And my God, it was fucking excellent.
And it was seen as 100th pay-per-view or PLE victory, Undertaker's got 107. Cena won't beat that.
Cena can't beat that unless something ridiculous happens. But
we might have to talk about Undertaker in a bit as well if you've got a moment.
We might have to,
yeah. Just some other stuff that's popping up in the wrestle sphere about the Undertaker and Michelle McCall, etc. But yeah, I mean, if you're a wrestling fan, right, you can't be mad at that match. Two greats, right? And I've always said, and I will say this: AJ Styles is one of the best to ever do it. He's very close, and I think the only reason he's not on, he rarely makes it onto people's sort of Mount Rushmores is because of that nostalgia of your Hogans, your Macho Mans, and your Ric Flairs and things like that. But AJ,
I have a question for you.
Go on.
And I didn't know whether to ask this here because it could be deemed as a very hot take if you answer a different way.
Right.
Is AJ better than Ric Flair?
Wow. Hold on.
I know, like, you can push Hogan out and do all that stuff, but is AJ better than Ric Flair?
The short answer, if we're talking about wrestling, right, then yeah, AJ's better than Ric Flair.
Right.
Right? Of course he is. Right? Ric Flair arguably had the same match every fucking night.
That's Brett speaking, and you know
what I mean? But again, arguably, he did. He had the same stick
spots
for years, right? But it doesn't mean that he did it bad. The thing with Ric Flair is, because again, this is the beauty of wrestling, right? The beauty of it is you've got two, and this is why in TNA, when you had AJ Styles versus Ric Flair, in TNA in those years.
Yeah.
Where you're talking about, obviously Flair was way out of his prime. But this is the beauty of wrestling where you can have the conversation like they're chalk and cheese, bro. They're chalk and cheese.
Yeah, no, that's why I asked you.
They are. They're
I wouldn't want to answer that question.
No, but I mean, if you're looking at it, not character-wise and charisma and promos, you can't really in a contest because you've got to mark them on different skill sets. So, if you're talking about an AJ Styles promo or a Ric Flair promo, which one's better? Nine times out of 10. Which one's going to be better? Yeah, it's always going to be Ric Flair. Yeah. Always. The oldest ride, the longest line. You know what I mean? Like, you can't compare them in that way. But when you're looking in the ring, there's nothing AJ can't do. There is nothing AJ cannot do. He was, the Pele kick out of nowhere. You know, that phenomenal forearm that he did even on Cena was fucking incredible, dude. And the geezer's got to be nearly 50 years old. Over 50. How old?
I don't think he's over 50.
Bruv, I'm telling you, I'm 43, yeah? And he's got to be 7 years older than me.
I wished you a happy 48th birthday the other day. What?
Yeah, I know you did, cheeky cunt. Yeah. AJ Styles. Let's have a look. I'm almost certain he's... Oh, so he's 48. He's 48.
48.
So
okay.
He's 5 years older than me. So, and then you've got Cena that is what? He's 50. He's got to be, isn't he?
I don't know.
I
don't know how old people are anymore.
So let's have a quick look at that. Yeah, so AJ Styles is 48 years old. John Cena. John Cena is... Oh, he's 48 as well. He's 48. So you've got these two guys who, you know, 48 years of age, bro. Like, in wrestling terms.
That's an incredible age for two guys to put on something like that.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And you see the shape that AJ's in as well.
Yeah.
AJ's in some fucking good...
Huh? Thick.
He's you know, despite the soccer mom hair, like he's in a good nick.
He's been knocking back those shakes.
Of course he has.
Yeah.
Eating raw eggs, just whole, crunching them in his mouth, popping them like a hawk, just like picking up eggs, just eating them. You know, there's nothing that AJ can't do in the ring or couldn't do in the ring. Like, you know, so wrestling wise, of course he's better than Ric Flair. You know, and for these two to have a match like that at 48 years of age and to give it their all, we're going to see more from AJ. I want to see AJ because he's retiring next year, he's saying.
Yeah. We might have to try and get to see that. Yeah.
I'd love to. You know, AJ for me has been, as long as I've been sort of a wrestling fan. Obviously, when you're younger, you're watching WWF and you've got that era. But then when we're watching sort of WCW 2000, you know, 1999, 2000, as soon as TNA started and I was watching AJ Styles and Samoa Joe and all those guys, that was it for me, bruv. That was it. That was like, now this is a different wrestling. This is like, you know, obviously we had the matches like your Bret Harts versus your Shawn Michaels and things like that. And, you know, the real good matches in WCW.
The first wrestling show I went to since like in years, like I was obviously went to watch WWF as a kid, as a young kid. When, you know, start to get back into wrestling a bit more, you know, bump into old mates, this, that, and the other. You go, you know, the first wrestling show that me and Matt went to as a team ourselves, you know, main event, Broxbourne Civic Hall, AJ Styles.
Yeah.
You know, it is. I mean, that was 2003 or 4, I think.
Got to be 3 or 4, man.
Yeah,
got to be FWA.
It was the FWA, yeah.
FWA, it's got to be. You know, that International Showdown, dude.
And International Showdown went to that. AJ
you know,
was on the card there.
Yeah, we should do. There was. I think it was. I'm gonna try and pluck it out of memory. Was it AJ Styles versus James Ty?
That was
versus Rockstar Spud versus fucking. It was a 4-way, and it was in the smallest ring ever. But it was James Ty, Rockstar Spud, AJ Styles, and I want to say, fuck, who else was it? Oh man, that's gonna do my nutting.
So ironically, AJ and James Ty were the first. They were the main event in Broxbourne.
Yeah,
and AJ was a star already, like 2004. Yeah, whatever. Like he's an indie fucking darling,
mate. He was. You know, he did the traveling. He did. Oh no, right. So the 4-way match was Petey Williams, Chris Sabin, Johnny Storm, and Spud.
Yeah.
Right? That was on the International Showdown. But there was the 6-man tag team match. Was Dougie Williams, James Ty, and Too Cold Scorpio versus Misawa, Tiger Emperor, and Ogawa. And then you had the X Division title match was Christopher Daniels versus AJ Styles. What a card.
Long time ago, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, yeah, International Showdown. If any wrestling fans that have not seen that, right?
What's the royalty situation like on that?
Well, no, because I'll tell you what, right?
You think we could do a watch along, like, but have it on.
Honestly, you know what? We might be able to, because there was a singles match on there as well. Do you remember who else? It was CM Punk versus Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe, yeah, CM Punk, Samoa Joe. What was it? Alex Shane and Raven, I think, as well.
Alex Shane versus Raven.
Yeah.
Christopher Daniels Styles, CM Punk, Samoa Joe, and one of my favorite matches of all time, Mal Sanders versus Steve Gray.
Yeah.
Bro, and you know who was the referee? Well, it doesn't say it on here, but it was Dino Scarlo.
Yeah.
So Dino Scarlo was the referee in that match, and it was rounds. It was like 5.
Well, let's see what the situation is if we can put that. I don't know if we can or not, but
bro, it's worth a punt, because I'll tell you what, I would happily, and you know, friend of the show, Dean Ayas on commentary. You know, like,
yeah,
I'm almost certain if I spoke to Dean, we might even be able to get him on for a watch along, bro. I'm telling you, like, that would be incredible. But again, AJ's been putting in the work. That was International Showdown, was Coventry Sky Dome.
It was the Coventry Sky Dome.
It was Coventry Sky Dome, and it was 2005. Yeah, and Dean Ayas on commentary. FWA.
We got tickets on the morning of the show.
Crazy.
I got a call saying, "Do you want to go to Coventry?" I'm like, I was actually at work. He goes, no, don't worry about that. We'll get you out early. And he did. He got me out early from work, and we raced up to Coventry, doing who knows what speeds.
Yeah.
To get there, yeah, it was
in some fucking. Well, I was talking to Matty the other day about the shit heap cars he's had over the years, and I'm sure back in.
Ironically, I think this was a decent car. He had.
Is it a decent
I don't think it was a
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he'd get onto the beaters just yet.
Yeah, right.
But
I mean, even matches like, you know, fucking Doug Williams, James Ty, and Too Cold Scorpio versus Mitsaru Misawa, Tiger Emperor, and Ogawa. Like, that match was just incredible, dude.
Good.
It was a really good fucking match, you know, like FWA was fucking cooking on them shows. But again, 2005, AJ Styles and Samoa Joe, they've been fighting around the world. They've gone all over the place. Japan, England, Canada,
Punk and Joe,
Mexico.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Christopher Daniels and
CM Punk, WWE #1 contender, right?
He is absolutely WWE's #1 contender.
Yeah, so we've gone off from Cena and AJ.
No, but so we're talking about AJ. This is what I mean. So AJ's been putting in the work. AJ's a veteran, dude, and he's still, the years and years that his body has been absolutely battered, and he's still at a point where he can put on a match like that at 48 years old. I mean,
yeah,
may
his final year be as great as that match.
It's going to be. So who would you like to see? Let's talk about this then. Who would you like to see AJ Styles in this last sort of year that he's going to have? Who do you want to see him? I want to see Samoa Joe come back for a one match.
I don't think we're going to get that. I think we'll see AJ and Punk. He'll see AJ and Penta, and we'll see stuff like that. You know, matches where you can get bangers. I think we might get AJ and Randy.
Oh, that'll be
yeah. I don't know, like it'd be I might even get AJ Cody again. I'm not sure about that, but I'm not sure if we'll get that. It was a good feud, but AJ was ridiculously over in France, wasn't he?
It's a shame that we can't get sort of AJ and Cross.
Well, the cross sort of thing has died down, hasn't it? It's a shame.
Well, I mean, it's died down because he's not on TV no more.
He's not on TV. He's doing indie stuff, and yeah, I think it's the chance to heat Cross up might have gone.
I think that so we get the Royal Rumble in January.
Yeah.
I would say, and I'll put my money on the line here. I will say that WWE would be stupid, and I mean absolutely.
That's where Jericho's coming back.
Yeah, but again, yeah, I mean that if Jericho's coming back, he's coming back in the Rumble. Bro, can you imagine? Break the walls down. Can you imagine that?
Would you return with that, or would you give him Judas?
Oh no! You
don't give him Judas, no.
No. Never. No. That is Marky. That's too. That's
his indie song, is it?
Yeah, no, that's fucking no. That's some Tony Khan shit. No, bro, if Jericho comes back to the WWE, the only song he comes out to is come on,
seriously,
bro.
You don't give him Judas.
No, hell no. You give him
not even as a baby face, big time white meat baby face. You don't give him Judas.
Hell no.
Okay.
Hell no. Fight me. I'm telling you, right? This is something we need to do a tweet after this, okay? Or we need clip this, yeah? Clip this.
Yeah, I'll clip it.
There's no fucking way in anyone's right mind that if Jericho comes out of the Royal Rumble, what's going to get more of a pop?
Yeah. Break down the walls. Yeah, would get a pop.
The fucking countdown thing.
But Judas gets the bigger sustained sort of thing because they sing along and
no, I'm sorry. The Jericho we're having in WWE, if he comes back, is not Judas Jericho. Yeah, it's Y2J, bruv. It's not.
Y2J was
dude, shut up,
years ago.
If he's coming out in that fucking shiny green shirt or whatever, yeah,
no,
shiny silver shirt.
No.
Yes, fam, blood. Yeah, he's happening. No, the big pop would be the break the walls, and everyone will go insane.
Okay.
Insane. It's got to be break the walls down. It's like it's a non-negotiable for me, bro. Like,
I don't know, man.
No, it's a non-negotiable, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I fully imagine that it will be the one that you're saying. I don't think it will.
Yeah. Has to be. But what was he talking about? Someone else coming back? Cross. I mean, they'd be silly not to bring him back at the Rumble. You know,
I like Cross, but I think they've made their decision on it, and I think they're sticking to it. And I think it's one of those that I think they feel like it's probably paid off because he's not really doing anything. And is he going to go to AEW and turn their fortunes around? The answer is no. As much as I like Cross, if he went to AEW, the word game changer has now lost all its meaning. It would take Hogan levels of popularity to reheat AEW and bring it back to any level where it was a competitor. Like it's just that other wrestling show. That's the other stuff.
If anything, they should go back to TNA, but I don't think that's going to happen.
It's not family friendly as much as they want to say it is. It's become Yeah, that other wrestling fed. It's TNA when it started.
Well, I don't know if they can actually go to AEW because
I know
of
there's a
a certain
possible
individual.
NDAs and all that rubbish. Not
Yeah.
that they're not used to using NDAs over in AEW. What was it about? Some NDAs and what was the something to do with the crowd number in Texas? They tried to suppress that. Some really weird stuff, man. Like,
Yeah, I mean they were trying to suppress um the court from getting the information on who actually owns AEW.
no, I think it was the information on how many people actually attended All In Texas,
Oh, okay.
and the number was less than originally reported. What a shock! And yeah, I think AEW were trying to suppress that. I think it
I
was
mean,
they tried to say it was 27,000, and Texas, the state of Texas, were telling the world it was 22,000. Not that it's a big deal. Like it's
well, no, but the thing is though, it was the same as Wembley, though, isn't it? It's the
well,
same as
no, it was
Wembley.
the same as the O2.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. So, yeah, well, no, it was Wembley as well because they were saying,
Yeah,
the gate.
Wembley was massive difference, but the O2, where people were trying to tell us
Yeah,
who were in the fucking building,
yeah, we were there.
trying to tell us there weren't any empty seats.
Oh, there was plenty.
There are literally empty seats in our video.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
we
that
could
must
have.
have been the pre-show. Oh, that must have been. Stop making excuses.
We had
They were
people that were
empty the whole
playing.
time.
We had people that were playing seat roulette that were literally going down to different seats and just sitting in them. We
Yep.
spoke to people that were next to us that had done it.
Yeah.
And we spoke to people outside, didn't we? We spoke to those other lads that said,
There
"Yeah,
was
no, we
empty
were."
seats in front of us.
Yeah, yeah, it was wild.
But no, we're the ones that were wrong, obviously.
Yeah, so
That was that was ridiculous, wasn't it?
so again, who AJ is going to face up against? I would like to see AJ, come up against some people in NXT as well. I'd like to see all ego
Ricky Saints,
Ricky Saints, all ego Ethan Page. I want to,
Obafemi. I
mate.
mean, AJ and Obafemi could be quite good, yeah.
Yeah, man. So there's a lot of guys in NXT as well that I would love to see AJ go up against.
Yeah, there's a lot to do for AJ in his final year.
Yeah.
And yeah, as much as we hate to see it coming, we look forward to it.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, he's one of the GOATs, man.
So what's next? It was a tag match, obviously. Rhea and Io Sky taking on the Kabuki Warriors. It was good, man. It was good.
Yeah.
Standard tag match, standard babyface hot tag fire.
Yeah.
All the good shit that goes with it. And yeah, Rhea, home favorite, obviously. It was a nice sort of. It was a good way to break up that and the main event. And yeah, the main event, which it was tough on the main event, I feel, and even on the tag match, having to follow what Cena and AJ did. And they tried, and it didn't obviously reach those levels. It was a good match, and poor old Rollins, I think, mashed up his arm in his coast to coast spot, which looked clunky, bless him. But I think he could be set up for a spell on the sidelines.
I mean, again, Seth Rollins is another veteran who his body has been absolutely battered over however many years. And, he does need a little spell.
Well, I think it's going to be an enforced spell on the sideline. I think the spot with the headbutt and that, or whatever it was, I think it looked clunky anyway, and he landed on his arm, and I don't think it was a kayfabe sell job. I think when he'd landed on it and he's saying "fuck," I think he's actually hurt himself.
Yeah,
unless I'm wrong, then he's a brilliant seller.
No, I saw on your mobile phone, when you see things pop up, you get a notification from YouTube.
Yeah.
So I had something pop up um on my thing, and it was like you can just see the title of something that sort of popped up. So it was WrestleLamia, yeah,
Oh god.
and it was
Yeah, go
like
on.
it was where was it? Yeah, and it said Seth Rollins injured, yeah. Um, so it was Seth Rollins injured, Dudley's retire, John Cena double, and WWE in trouble. Um,
That's bait,
it's
man. So
it's
bait.
so
I
bait.
hate these channels. I hate them.
Oh no, yeah,
They're
it's
all baity garbage, aggregators that use other people's news and other people's clips and other people's videos to further their own brand and make their own, or try and make their own money off of things like Facebook and
yeah.
YouTube and all that. And if you are obviously on Facebook and you see these pages, ignore them. Come and join us on our page. Our page is a lot better than theirs.
Fun to be had. Many good posts being posted regularly.
Including pictures of Chris on his
Yes,
birthday. Yes, that's
yes,
right.
it
I did
was.
that.
I saw.
Yeah. So, WWE Raw was this afternoon.
Yep,
It was a show long build for me. I watched it, and yeah, you watched it first. You told me I had to watch it.
yep,
For me, it was a show long build on Seth Rollins catching one, and he
yep,
did. He did catch one. It was, and again, like I said this to you before we hit record, it was showing the champ at his highest, but at his most vulnerable, and that's when Bron Breakker decided to strike,
yep,
and he took the rest of the vision with him. It would seem so far,
yep,
which also shows me that it might have been a quick, not knee jerk, but a quick reaction to get the belt off of Seth without having to go in the ring and do a long promo where he just gives the title away.
yep.
CM Punk wins the number one contendership, unless they do that and they take the title off of Seth and say, well, our two top 10 contenders, Bron Breakker, CM Punk. What do you think they're going to do?
I think they might do that. I think they might do. They might just have like a little competition. But then I also think if they're going to do
Not
that,
a
they might.
tournament, because that's,
Yeah,
I hate tournaments.
yeah. So
Yeah.
they might do something like that. I think LA Knight's still going to want to be involved.
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, they'll. I don't think they will. Seth won't wrestle.
I find it, I would be surprised if he did, but I'd also not be surprised if he did, because, he could lose it quickly to Bron Breakker, couldn't he?
Yeah,
Hell, he could lose it even quicker to Brock Lesnar.
yeah, good. Yeah,
Yeah, Brock known for short matches now. Please
yeah.
don't bring Goldberg in. It's starting to sound like Brett here. Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, that's Brett talking.
um, yeah, if Seth is, he's injured beyond sort of, cut like quick repair, then yeah, get the belt off him, stick it on. Is it time to stick it on Breaker? Do the tweak.
Yeah, but yeah, then I mean, but then would you have Bronson Reed versus Bron Breakker at some point?
The sadist in Adam Pearce puts those two against each other, but I don't think they're going to go that way.
No, not yet.
I think you save that feud for a year's time.
Mm-hmm.
You don't break them up now. You save it. You're constantly trying to, invest and give new story, and that new story means that you don't break up Bronson, the two Bronnies, as we call them. You don't break them for a year now. You don't. Yeah. You give them a chance to grow as a twosome, and and I suppose if one of them becomes champion, the other one helps out until they decide it's time to feud them.
Yeah.
And if not, you finally give CM Punk that run.
Punk's got to get the belt, isn't he?
Well, that's what he came for. Like, he came for for a run as champion. I think it's amazing, right, that we are where we are at this point, and Punk is working like every Monday night. He didn't work Crown Jewel, obviously. He was in the crowd for Cena and AJ. I saw a picture of that. But yeah, this is a guy who, made a lot of shots at WWE, did a lot of all that stuff, and said he was never going back, blah blah blah. And now he's working every Monday night on Raw. It's fucking hilarious.
It's brilliant. But again,
but I like it. I like CM Punk. So,
but the thing that facilitated it was how bad AEW handled stuff.
Jack Perry.
Yeah, like it's incredible how the mishandling of some for over 10 years, wrestling crowds all over the world were chanting his name all the time. Yeah. And he came out of retirement to go to AEW, and them mishandling him and the disrespect from the people working there, the fact that no one wanted to listen to him, no one wanted to sit under the learning tree, no one wanted to,
I'm waiting for the Brian R. Solomon book of the rise and fall of AEW.
Dude, friend of the show, Brian Solomon, Brian R. Solomon. Check out our fantastic interview we did with him for his Irresistible Force book. It will be a tale told one day.
Well, I mean, you look at the current story, with family friendly Darby Allin and Jon Moxley and all that stuff, and the Luchasaurus and Jack Perry, Jungle Boy back together, which I always thought was the best part of his gimmick was when he was Jungle Boy, and he almost had that, like, he was almost pushed into the main event, wasn't he?
Yeah.
When he won the Casino Battle Royal and something like that, and got his shot at Kenny Omega, and I thought, this guy could be a main eventer. He's pretty good. Like, I thought, this is a good shot for him. And then they pushed him back down the card, turned him into the scapegoat.
Yeah. I mean, we have him to thank for CM Punk being in WWE again.
It's an odd, like thread, isn't it?
Yeah.
That Jungle Boy Jack Perry is the guy that got CM Punk back on Monday nights.
Yeah. Wild.
Yeah. It's a really, like, strange thing to go over and go to, like, for people who saw what Punk said when he came to AEW in front of that massive crowd, and then you just saw the crowds dwindle, like, as it went on, and they keep trying to run Chicago, and it gets worse every time. Like, but it's funny because the Chicago crowd will turn out for a WWE show.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Like, I think they're running another pay-per-view there. Like, I think their end of year pay-per-view is probably going to be in Chicago. Like, God almighty. Like, give them a chance, man. Like, but there is that thing where AEW's pricing isn't as bad as WWE's pricing. You would need to remortgage to get a chance, or sell yourself on OnlyFans to get a shot at going to WrestleMania this year. Are you doing any of that?
Going to WrestleMania?
No, selling yourself on OnlyFans.
Oh, right. I mean, if I thought I could get a few quid for it, I might even think about it. But I think my OnlyFans days are long gone, mate.
Oh well.
Yeah,
I do get it. The AEW, and I think we even tweeted about this not that long ago. AEW is the cheaper option. It's very much the cheaper option, and credit to them for being the cheaper option. But you take your kids to an AEW show, you see lights out cage matches, and you see people getting chucked on tacks, forks in the ears, all of that. You look at you look at whoever you're there with, and your kids, and go, yeah, we're not doing this again. This is not a fork in the ear. Is not family friendly fun. I'm afraid.
Well, it's not, but it's cheaper for a reason, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
it's
as
cheaper
good.
for a reason because it's not the number one product
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
But there was that news story where the AEW fan locked a bunch of people in his basement, right? Did he force them to watch Collision?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was yeah. No, they've
They
been
wanted
in
to
there for a
improve the
while.
ratings.
No, that was there for a while. Yeah, but it was only on Max that they were watching it. So.
Oh man. I mean, what sort of fuckery is that?
Yeah, it's wild.
He's proper AEW nut job, and he's literally locking people in his favorite place in the whole world.
Yeah, and they've been in there for years as well, so they were probably back watching AEW Dark. They
Dark Elevation.
Dark Elevation. They were in there for the fucking duration, mate.
They were they got so old they were no longer in the key demo.
Absolutely, bro. They were there for Jurassic Express the first time around.
Oh man, I mean we joke about that. It's pretty fucked up.
It's grim. Yeah, it's fucking grim.
And the picture of him with his AEW gear on, it just makes it so bad.
With Tony Khan, yeah, it's wild. Well, there was that other video of that pedo guy that got caught in it, and he was wearing the Orange Cassidy t-shirt.
Oh my
god! He got caught in that sting, where he was like messaging underage. You know when they do them stings.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna lose me job.
Yeah, that guy. We're going to hell.
But it was one of them. But he was wearing an Orange Cassidy t-shirt.
It just doesn't do them any good, does it? It's so bad for the optics.
It's real bad. It's bad.
Oh man.
Yeah. Anyway, on that note,
where the hell were we?
So we were looking at Raw. What they're going to do with the titles, Bron Breakker.
Well, Bron picked up the title after
the Vision.
Seth Rollins. So I guess they're pushing Bron's moment a little bit closer and maybe a little bit faster than they'd have wanted to. But I mean, the look of him just screams champion, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, of course he's ready, man. He's ready.
Yeah,
he's ready.
Yeah. Man, these Steiners, I'm telling you.
I love that shit.
Oh man, so what's going on? What's next? What we doing? What's
we've got a watch along that needs to be released into the wild.
We have actually, yes, we have a watch along that needs to be released. I'm not in control of that one, though, am I?
No, I will release that. I mean, we can put that out for the weekend.
Yeah, my guy's on top of it.
Yeah, man.
We were going to go and get some chicken. We didn't do that though.
No, we didn't actually.
No. So we're going to go and get some chicken from a new chicken place, and we're going to sit and watch wrestling whilst eating chicken. That sounds like a lot of fun for you lot, right?
I think that's good. That's got to happen, mate. It will happen.
Maybe we'll watch International Showdown.
Oh, bro! Let's have a look into that. I'll tell you what we could do is a little test. We could do like a little release, like a little snippet.
We could just watch one match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do one match, see if it works, see if we don't get, in trouble.
Yeah.
And then we can,
Or we'll just watch the whole fucking thing and then just cut one match out. Release that.
Are we gonna eat chicken whilst we're doing it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Brilliant British snacks.
Oh, absolutely, mate.
Yeah. Whilst I'm here, shout out to the Aussie crowd as well. That Perth crowd at Crown Jewel, they were brilliant, weren't they? The timing and the fireflies and all that stuff was absolutely fantastic. They nailed that part. If you only had one part in the whole show, it was that part, and you did it brilliantly. Shout out to you guys for that.
They're hungry for decent wrestling. I mean, they had that shitty AEW show that went over there, didn't they?
They also had that WCW tour where Hoovy got on the gear and stripped naked and run through the hotel. So
correct, yes.
Yeah.
End up getting arrested.
I mean, straight out of a Tony Khan playbook, that is.
Absolutely, man. That's some Herb Abrams shit. Cowboy boots and cocaine.
Cowboy boots, yeah. It's covered in baby oil.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, that is an old reference. Hoovy in the hotel. That is, I mean, not many of you will get it, but sweet Jesus, look it up. So, yeah, I don't know where else we're going to go with this. We were talking about Crown Jewel. We've ripped on AEW again.
Yeah.
As much as we enjoy it sometimes, we've done Crown Jewel, talked about Raw. Is there anything else? I know Bound for Glory was on this weekend. We caught bits of it. We haven't caught up properly, so it wouldn't be fair for us to give it the full review just because we haven't watched all of it. Not enough hours in the day. He works, I work. Yeah. So tell me what's next, man. What's going on? Come on.
Yeah,
let's do it.
So we've got a watch along to put out. I'm trying to get hold of a specific couple of guests. There's ones that I'm chasing. There's two that I'm chasing down.
You're trying to get him into the basement, are you?
Dude, yeah, there's one of them that would be fucking wild if we can get him on. I'll talk to you after the show. We spoke about getting him on before, and then something happened with Twitter where messages that were sent, basically his account has changed, so then now I couldn't see his replies, which had his email address. So now I've got to go through his agent because he's got bigger.
All right. Okay. Cool.
So,
no worries.
But yeah, other than that, mate, we're just going to keep watching wrestling.
Yeah.
And that's about it, really.
Yeah, it would be remiss of us not to mention, and I'm sure Domas would kill us if we didn't keep mentioning it. This episode is brought to you by Surfshark VPN, the greatest VPN in all of wrestling. Let's be honest. And something I've learned, and this is in no way meant to enhance your experience, but it will. You know, when you're at work and they have a really crappy Wi-Fi and a bad intranet, you can't access nothing apart from BBC News and Sky News and work things. Use your Surfshark VPN at work. My goodness, gets you back to everything. You know, Twitter, Facebook, all the good stuff that you want to sit and scroll to when you should be working.
NSFW.
I didn't want to do that bit, but yeah. All that good stuff. And if you're on your holidays and you fancy watching EastEnders back in good old Blighty,
yep,
you know, Surfshark VPN is the one for you. So if you sign up today on a 2-year deal, it's not long.
No.
You get, what was it? 4 free months, was it?
4 free months.
80% off or something?
84% off.
Unbelievable. What a deal.
Mm.
You know, and like I said, enhance your own working experience. You know, bun off the terrible Wi-Fi that you get at work where you can only look at news.
Suck it out or bun it off.
Yeah, exactly. So check out that. Use the code GRAPPLE. It gives you the greatest VPN experience you can ask for. Trust me on this one. That's all I can say.
Do it, mate. 84% off. 3 months, 2-year deal. Link in the description. Use the promo code GRAPPLE and you will get a fantastic VPN. You will get virus blockers. You will get everything. You can use it on multiple devices, on your computer.
Unlimited devices.
Unlimited. So on your computer, on your mobile, on your laptop, on your Fire Stick, wherever you...
Oh, do you have a Fire Stick?
Well, no, you know, so you can watch Netflix from a different location.
For Fire Sticks,
yeah.
I get you. Yeah. All right. Cool.
So yes, we are not promoting any illegal behaviour.
No.
We'd never do that. He's gone.
My mic went for a second.
That's great. Yeah, see, they're listening, dude.
They're listening.
Shit. Netflix, they fucking listening. They don't want us watching American Netflix.
That is terrible.
That's wild.
So,
but yeah.
Yeah, for those that are, you know, social media inclined, join us on Facebook. 13,000 people cannot be wrong. We have some great stuff over on Facebook. Lots of posts, posting at least once a day.
Yeah.
Like, what more can you ask for? We take time out of our day to make sure we post for you, our friends. Yeah, you can catch us on Twitter. We're less active on there now because Twitter's kind of shit.
Yep.
There are some awesome people on there, but it is kind of dead.
There's too many dead takes, bruv.
Some awful takes, and they usually take place there. Yeah, awful takes. But if you are interested in better takes, hit up our friend TW Takes Podcast. He will give you the good takes over the shit ones, and he will probably knock out a few of the shit ones and give them the old thumbs down. Keep up with us because we've got a lot going on. There's, we're going to get chicken. We're going to watch wrestling. There's a card show coming up, I believe.
There is, yeah.
And, more vlog style stuff.
More football stuff coming up as well because the international break's over this week. Tomorrow.
Yes, thank the Lord, the international break is over. What a shit show that is. That's never our favourite time, international breaks. Yeah, there'll be more football stuff. I think, ironically, my favourite team have Tony Khan's Fulham this weekend.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so that should be fun. I don't know whether to harass Tony Khan about it now or wait until we win. Yeah, if I do it now and we lose, I look like a champ. But yeah. But yeah, that's about it. Like, so if you're watching, then please, subscribe, do all that stuff. Thank you for sticking around and being with us and watching our interview with Brian R. Solomon from a couple of weeks ago. That was great fun and
good stuff.
Really well watched. And I'm really happy with that. Thank you to the people of Australia for keeping us in the charts.
Yep.
We haven't put out a show in like over 2 weeks, I think, or nearly 2 weeks, and we were rising in the Australian chart.
That's right, because
what sickos are listening to the old stuff? That's what I want to know.
The good guys, bruv. We've got some great old stuff.
Yeah, there is some great old stuff on there.
Dig back in them archives, mate. We've got a lot of good interviews, a lot of good reviews, a lot of good shows that we've reviewed, some watch-alongs there. We've got some good shit, real good shit.
So, my God, thank you so much for sticking around with us. We appreciate every last one of you that does it and stays with it and clicks like and does all those things. I'm JB. Next to me, the best Chris in all of wrestling podcast, Mr. Chris Dredd, flexing like he can.
Trust me.
Guys, take care. We appreciate and love each and every one of you. See you soon.
Peace.